All right. Next good Trump story. Donald Trump has released a bizarre, incredibly hyperbolic attack on Senate now Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. And this is delightful. This is just delightful. So remember that on Monday, I told you about the growing and brewing civil war happening within the Republican Party. What were the two sides of the civil war I explained on Monday? Well, one side is Trumpist Republicans, all of whom voted against the bipartisan infrastructure bill passed by the House on Friday. Trumpist Republicans who said, we don't want this. We're not helping Joe Biden. We're not doing any of it. On the other side of the Republican civil war were the 13 Republicans who crossed party lines in the House and did vote for the comparatively tiny infrastructure bill passed by the House on Friday. 13 Republicans crossed party lines. The Trumpist Republicans went nuts, demanding the removal and promising to primary and ruin the careers of those 13 Republicans who said, this is a bill that I'm going to vote for. And I said at the time, let them fight, encourage them to fight. This is what the left needs, because quite frankly, things aren't looking particularly good for the left right now. In the aftermath of last Tuesday's elections, looking at 2022, the left needs something. Democrats need something. Democrats and the left, they overlap a little, but they are two different things. But it's not looking good for either right now. So this is good. Well, we have another, could we call it a rejoinder in the Republican Civil War? Donald Trump has released a statement trashing Mitch McConnell for not passing infrastructure while he was president. Remember, much of why Trump is opposed to Republicans helping pass infrastructure now is regardless of whether it would be good for the country. And Trump said while he was president, it would be good for the country. Trump doesn't want this to be a victory for Biden because Trump wasn't able to get it done. And so Trump doesn't want any Republicans to help Joe Biden, because by helping Biden, it makes Trump's lack of passing infrastructure while he was president look worse. Is that true? Yeah, maybe to some degree. But as Business Insider points out, it was Trump who walked away from a $2 trillion deal back in 2019. Take a look at the statement from Donald Trump released yesterday through his Save America PAC. Donald Trump said, "Why is it that old crow Mitch McConnell voted for a terrible Democrat socialist infrastructure plan?" Now, by the way, if Joe Biden's $1.2 trillion plan is socialist, how is the $2 trillion deal that Trump seemed to want but ultimately walked away from, how is that not doubly socialist? Because it's BS. That's why. Trump going on to say, and induced others in his party to do likewise when he was incapable of getting a great infrastructure plan wanting to be put forward by me and the Republican Party. He continuously said he couldn't get it passed, just like I had to go around him to get the very popular southern border wall built, which caused great delay, but could now be completed in 1 month by Biden. I think there's 3 lies in that sentence. All of the infrastructure money, $2 trillion, would have gone into real infrastructure, roads, bridges, tunnels, airports, etc. Also, why did Mitch give the Democrats a 2-month hiatus, just long enough for them to figure it all out when they were completely ready to fold? This is an unhinged man. It was Trump who walked away from that $2 trillion deal. He says it was McConnell. Business Insider also writes about this. In May 2019, Democratic leaders in the Trump administration had a productive round of negotiations around a floated $2 trillion infrastructure package. But the deal crumbled over the Democratic-controlled House investigations into Trump after the release of then special counsel Robert Mueller's report. During a second meeting with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and then Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Trump walked out within 3 minutes of negotiations. Instead of walking in happily to a meeting, I walk in to look at people that just said I was doing a cover-up. I don't do cover-ups, Trump said at a press conference. Yeah. So remember, it was Trump that walked away. Now, Trump says he was justified in walking away, but it was still Donald Trump who walked away from that negotiation. So why is this good? Well, it's good because things are looking really bad for Democrats right now. Things just aren't looking good. You've got a contingent of the left that might describe itself as the progressive left, although I'm on the progressive left, and I think that we should actually be working with centrist Democrats to extract any victories that we can. But you've got a portion of the progressive left that still has a sort of burn it down accelerationist mentality. That is going to hurt Democrats in their possibility of getting anything done. Democrats are terrible at campaigning, and the McAuliffe campaign in Virginia, just a disaster. It's looking really bad for 2022 is the point. And right now, I think if we had a Trump versus Biden election held today, I think Trump wins easily. So the biggest gift that Republicans can really give Democrats right now is to fight amongst themselves. It's a really sad commentary on the state of the Democratic Party. I'm not denying that. It is wild that the best thing Democrats have going for them right now is that Republicans rather are fighting with themselves. Trump Republicans fighting with the Republicans that voted for infrastructure. Trump Republicans fighting with Mitch McConnell because of his actions in the Senate. It's sadly, and this is, I mean, listen, I'm not a Democrat, as many of you know. I don't care about the Democratic Party. This is a really embarrassing moment for the Democratic Party, given that the most optimistic thing anybody can point to is Republicans seem to be damaging themselves. It says very little about Democrat ability to get anything actually done. But it's a good thing that this is happening for the country in the sense that a distracted Republican Party, a divided Republican Party, is a Republican Party that will struggle to get anything done and may also even struggle to obstruct the things that Democrats want to get done. We'll see. We'll see. But encourage the civil war, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Your internet activity and data is being observed by a variety of parties. They're selling your information. They're deciding what you can access. Don't let it happen to you. I use Atlas VPN to keep my internet traffic private from ISPs, tech platforms, online marketers, even governments. And Atlas VPN keeps me protected against hackers, people eavesdropping on networks to steal your information. If I turn on Atlas VPN before logging into Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon, I can access streaming content from other countries. I can even watch stuff from Argentina, like soccer. I use Atlas VPN on all of my devices. You install it, you turn it on once, and then you just forget about it and enjoy your privacy. You can read online about why VPNs are so important to use every day. Really something you should have, and Atlas VPN is having a huge Black Friday sale, giving you 86% off. Comes out to like $1.39 a month for a subscription, plus you'll get 3 months free. Just go to atlasv.pn/Pacman. The link is down below.